Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode we'll be taking a look at the Aromamizer Supreme RDTA by Steam Crave. Supreme, interesting word. Like, for me, the first thing that comes to mind is Taco Bell. I don't go to Taco Bell to get a taco or a burrito. Oh no. I go to get a Taco Supreme or a Burrito Supreme because I know it is the best burrito or taco that they offer. And that also goes for this Aromamizer Supreme RDTA. Now, for those of you who are new to vaping, RDTA is a rebuildable drip tank atomizer, but it's rebuildable. It looks like a tank. It is a tank there, but you build your coils on there. It doesn't come with pre-made ones. So this also gives you crazy amount of flexibility. I mean, you could adjust your juice control. You could adjust your juice with a juice control. You could adjust airflow, and it has a very unique type of adjustable airflow that we'll take a close look at. And you get crazy good build quality. I have yet to see anybody else match the build quality that Steam Crave puts in their products. As a matter of fact, I've been a Steam Crave fan since the very beginning. Like, here's one of my original dripping atomizers that I had gotten from them, and I think this was like a prototype, not even their final production, and I became a fan immediately. The build quality and the parts are already clean, and they look like they have been made with the best CNC equipment known to man. So I've always been impressed, and let's take a close look and see if this also impresses. So here's what you get if you buy the silver one, which I've already been using, and it runs $54.99. Yes, it's a little pricey, and yes, you could probably find it a little bit cheaper, and especially as time goes by and things just get cheaper as they get older. But right now, brand new, it was like just released, so this guy, 55 bucks basically. They also have a black version, which I have not opened up yet, and this runs $57.99, and we'll keep that wrapped up for something else later. So also, if you notice, it has a clear glass, but you could also go online and customize it a little bit. If you want to get a gray or black glass, you can for $2.50. Blue one if you want for $2.50. Red one if you want for $2.50. Just go to the Steam Crave website. I'll go ahead and provide a link to all these fun things. So let's take a look at what you get in the package. You get the RDTA itself. You also get a spare clear glass right there. And we'll go ahead and see what we got here. We get a whole bunch of extra O-rings, some extra grub nuts going on there. We also have a Allen key that you're going to need to screw those grub nuts, and we have a manual as well as product information, precautions, and they thank us for purchasing their authentic quality product. And you even get a Steam Crave sticker. Now, this tank is a 25mm diameter tank, and I just flashed up here all the rest of the specs that you can freeze frame if you're interested. 7ml capacity. It's made of 304 stainless steel, and you have real glass there. You have a Delrin 510 drip tip, has an O-ring right there. Does it rock? Does not rock. I hate it when they rock a lot. I mean, there's just a little bit, no problem there. Knurling. This is some of the best knurling in the industry, and knurling is like texture where you could grip it. I wish my knives and other things that I review had knurling as good as what Steam Crave puts on their products. It really is incredible. Let's see. How do you refill this tank? Well, because you have knurling that's so good here, you just easily just sort of gain traction there. You can just turn the top off, beautiful threads. They're smooth. There's no grittiness or anything. And this is out of the box. It came super clean. I mean, it came that smooth and clean out of the box. It's not clean now because I've been vaping on this. I already built and have been using this product so I can make sure it's good. You can see you have O-ring right there. Look how good the CNC is on there. Very, very nice threads. I don't know if you can see right there. Now to refill this, you just have two sort of circular oval thingies going on there. Very big, very easy to fill, and we'll fill this up here shortly. We'll go ahead and disassemble this whole thing, by the way. Actually, before I get down to that, let's just move on down here before we disassemble the rest. Here you have juice control. This right there, what I'm turning there, opens and closes the juice. You can see inside there just a little bit. See, I should have took this off in the first place. My God. We'll go ahead and take the tank apart. You can see the glass there, which is replaceable. Here is the chimney portion right there. Again, super duper thread, super smooth. Alright, now I can show you how this juice control works. So you can sort of see how that's opening and closing in there, so you have full control of the juice. Also, when you're traveling and everything and you just want to put it down and make sure it doesn't leak, you could close off that juice control, close off your juice holes there, and you don't have to worry about it leaking on you. Next, airflow. Look at this. Look how unique this is. Watch as I go down. Look how the slit is getting skinnier and skinnier. I've never seen that before. So this really gives you a lot of control, and it allows you to tighten up that draw really, really small. Really neat. Or open it wide open. Really neat. So next thing we'll do is unscrew the bottom. And this is how you get to the rebuildable deck. Again, really nice knurling down here. You just unscrew it. And again, it's going to be a little messy because I did have juice and I was vaping on this. Again, another O-ring right there. And you just sort of pull the build deck out. And look at that. So I built this earlier today, this particular build. I used 26 gauge Kanthal wire, 10 wraps on each coil. And for the wicking material, I use my organic cotton. I got this giant bag for like a couple of bucks. Really crazy. Don't pay a lot for just a couple of sheets. You can buy these giant bags for next to nothing if you just look. So look at the size of those posts. Those are 16.5 millimeter high posts right there, and you can see the grub nuts on each side. The holes are 2 millimeter holes, so you should be able to get most of your wire that you build through there. You might not get like triple thickness Clapton stuff through there, but you know, for 2 wires thick, and you know, it all depends on what you build, of course, but it should handle most of your needs. Now, while I have this off here, I just want to stress the importance of making sure that you leave a gap of your wicking material underneath those coils to maximize your airflow. This is a very simple build. Again, you know, dual coil, 10 wraps, 26 gauge Kanthal, and organic cotton. Nothing fancy here, but it makes all the difference in the world by making sure you have good airflow, not only above but underneath your coils. You could build the best coil in the world, the fanciest thing, spend hours, and if you block up airflow, then it's going to work like crap, so it doesn't do you any good. Alright, so once you build it, you just put it back here, and if you notice, there's some grooves here, and that coincides with some grooves that you'll see here as I put this back on, and that serves a couple of purposes. What that does is, number one, it keeps this thing from rotating when you put this piece back on, but it also aligns your coils with the air holes. That's what that does. Now, while I have this open, you can see how the juice just goes from inside the tank down to here, while your airflow goes in through these holes this way. So it maximizes juice flow, maximizes airflow, while keeping it leak proof. Pretty neat. Look how smooth. it's so smooth. This is like I said, the build quality at Steam Crave. I don't know how they sell these things or what they do. I know it. I know that $55 in this case seems like a lot, but once you have one of these in your hand and you feel the build quality that went into this, you understand. You know what I mean? Alright, so remember I said how you could see the coils? Let me see if I could open up this airflow and let you see. I might have to get a flashlight. So take a look through the airflow, the air hole right here. You can see the coils. They're always aligned because of the way that build deck is keyed to go in a certain way. See, so the air is going right into those coils as soon as you're inhaling. Very well thought out. The engineers that are working for Steam Crave are, or there's actually, I forgot his name, BJ, I forgot what that stands for, but the guy's a master. Alright, so putting this together, you just sit this like this. Make sure that you don't have the glass cattywampus like that, or you're going to crack it as you tighten everything. Make sure everything is set right. See the threads? You just put that on like that. And you also want to make sure that everything is aligned on the top too, because you don't sort of want to, break the glass, even though they give you an extra one. But you don't want to break it, right? Alright, so there we go. Next thing we're going to do is fill it up. Top fill. Top fill. Freaking awesome. So what we'll do is I have here some Bubblegum that I got from a new local vape shop, which they unfortunately don't have an online site yet. I wish they did. Pleasant Vape. Pleasant Vape. And I can tell by the thickness of this stuff, it is heavy, if not pure VG. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, they didn't mark the bottles like I think they should. No warning. But this is like an early sample. So I'll let them fly on this one. I'll let them get away with it. Alright, so 7 milliliters. Look how easy it is just to fill. I have nothing special here, no super duper needle thingy. And once you fill it up, you just close it. Again, that knurling gives you unbelievable traction. Nothing can sleep it, even when your hands are all full of juice. Look at that. That's a lot. And it's a good thing there is a lot, because if you crank this thing up and you go to town and open everything wide open, you could go through some juice. And now we're ready to vape. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Steam Crave Squawk Box to just show this off now. And this is a pretty neat box, by the way. I did a review on it a couple of months ago. It's a squawk box. We're not going to be squawking in this case with this guy. But it does temperature control as well as providing 7 to 60 watts. But what we'll be doing here is, let's see, we are going to do, let's start with let's start with 42 watts. And this is a 0.65 ohm dual coil. So we're looking at 5.29 volts. So let's see how she vapes. I'm going to back up so you can see the cloud. And right now it's at, I think I had let it creep up to 43 watts. 43 watts, 5.29 volts, and it is a 0.65 ohm setup that you just saw, right? Okay. Now Steam Crave, even though Steam is in their name and they're obviously making Steam here, is known for flavor. They know how to get flavor out of your juice like no other device, and this is no exception. And you could tailor everything, your airflow, your juice, to your taste. And by the way, if you don't like this tip, it is a standard 510 drip tip, so you can put whatever tip you want in there. So it's very customizable to your desires, to your needs, to your wants, because if everybody liked the same exact thing, we wouldn't have all these different options, all these different tanks, all these different mods, because everyone, you know, the perfect one would come out and everyone would get it because everyone would be happy. But everybody's different, and what they like is different. Some people like mouth to lung hits, some people like straight up lung hits. And what I'm doing right now is I have everything wide open. I wonder if you can actually see the coil right there. Just light up. I don't know if you can see it light up. You can't because there's juice in there. But again, everything is lined up right here. Maximize that airflow across the coil. It's well thought out. Man, that's vaping. You can't say it's smoking, right? The flavor is there, and I love bubblegum. This bubblegum from Pleasant Vapes is awesome. I hope they get their products online and get their store online, because that would be pretty cool. Oh, makes my nose drip. Alright, I got some serious clouds going on here. Let's go ahead and tighten up that airflow. I want to see if I could sort of make a mouth to lung hit out of this. Get it nice and tight. There we go. Let's see if I can do a mouth to lung. Usually tanks like this, it's really impossible to get it closed up enough like a Aromamizer to give you that cigarette type of draw. It's close. That's funny. I'm leaving that in because we keep it real here. Because it just maximized flavor to the umpth degree. Let me tell you something. It is so intense by cutting that airflow almost all the way off and having the juice wide open. I've never tasted something so intense from a tank this size. Wow. I'm really impressed here. Really good. And I really do like mouth to lung more than anything else. And this is doing it. This is doing it. I'm pretty excited here. And again, if you want to maximize that vape, if you want to impress people with your clouds, you can go ahead and dial down the juice a little bit and open up that airflow wide open. And I got the juice about halfway closed, airflow wide open. Let's see what it does now. Alright, so now let's pump up the volume. I'm going to bring this up to 60 watts, which is the max amount for the Squawk box. And we'll just see what I can do now. I got gas. I'm leaving that in too. Oh wow. This is the best of both worlds. The best of flavor world, best of cloud making world. I mean, this will chase clouds just like a dripping atomizer, just like an RDA, but it's in a tank. It's incredible. This is crazy. This is crazy. I recommend it. I highly, highly, highly recommend this RDTA. It is an incredible tank. It is now my favorite. I know you hear me along with a lot of other reviewers that say, hey, this is the best, this is the best one I've ever had in every video. And yeah, I'm kind of guilty of it too, but just, you know, when you think something, you know, you get the newest and greatest and it's the best at that very particular time, it is the best you ever had. I would be hard pressed to figure out how I could improve on this tank. It is freaking awesome. One more vape and then we'll get this video in the can, or this film in the can. I don't know that old expression. I'm in heaven. Alright, so if you're interested, go ahead, check out in the description box the links. I'll go ahead and provide a link right to Steam Crave, where you could purchase this, as well as all the glass, and I'll throw the Squawk Box link up there too if you're interested. But awesome product from an awesome company. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Beer Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every fan, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.